Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm back. I'm so sorry I have been sidetracked. Life happened. Um, I went from having a groove of videotaping my Haslam system to one day waking up to a sick child who ended up in the hospital, who's okay now. Okay, so he recovered pretty quickly from appendicitis, but that was like a big scare. And that threw me off for a good week, for a good 4 or 5 weeks, guys. So now I'm trying to come back to do my own thing. I'm still studying and working on the Haslam front and back part of the foundation. I already completed the back part. Now I have to work on the frontal. But I feel confident. I guess I've been reading more now. I'm understanding the chart better. I don't know about you, but in the process of doing the back part of the chart, I found out and I realized that I was actually using two parts of my chart, front and back, only because I don't have an original. I have copies. So I had no idea that I was supposed to glue those two together and make it all one whole chart or ruler, whichever way you want to call it. I call it a ruler. And how did I find out? Because one day I felt like, as I was going through the steps on how to draw the foundation, the back part, I wasn't understanding why it was telling me to go to the back and use the arrow. Okay, so I had to stop right there, and then I went into the Haslam support group, and I asked someone. I posted to please put pictures of the original chart, and I still wasn't getting it. I didn't understand it. Because of course when someone's taking a picture, they're gonna give you a picture of the front and the back, but you're not really asking, is this all one piece? I mean, that's the question I wasn't asking. Is it all one piece or is it two pieces? I finally figured it out and it's all one piece. You know, I was so excited when I realized that it was all one piece and that I was all going crazy about it and not understanding it. And that actually made it so difficult for me to draft that back part of the foundation, guys. It makes a big difference when you're understanding the tools that you're using, how they're being used, and you know how they are as a whole, not as like pieces. So if you buy, with that said, if you buy the Haslam System chart for you guys to draw your foundation, just know that you need to glue those pieces together, and then you have to put front and back together. Okay, I didn't even bring the chart. Maybe I should have picked it up and show you, but I'm gonna go pick it up right now while I'm talking to you since I'm already here. But yeah, that's what's going on, and now I'm getting ready on doing that. I will be posting on the group the the fabric I'm gonna be using for my, and the style I'm gonna be drafting after I'm done with this part. um I'm also going to be working on making this chart on different materials. I did purchase a different type of cardboard because I went to Hobby Lobby, and and I wanted to utilize a different type. And of course I'm going to be printing the chart again, but I want to show you guys what the difference is and how much of a difference will it make to do to be able to have a much better printed chart. But anyway, So originally when I made my chart, and I'm talking about this, see now I have the front and the back. So originally when I made this, and I put it together, I had the front and the back separated. Like I had it in two pieces. And like I said, while I was working on trying to draft the pad, you know, the actual foundation, I was just going nuts because it was telling me to do this on this side and then turn it to the back, and I was like, what, I don't understand. What are you asking me to do? This is so confusing. Oh my god, it was just so crazy. I did it, I completed my foundation, but it wasn't an easy you know, like I have a hard time understanding things that I don't understand, you know, that sound complicated. Plus, I need to tell you, but English is not my primary language. Like, I'm Latina, so Spanish is my primary language, although I've been in this country, the US, for like 30 plus years because I was bred here when I was 11. So I went through all the school system and everything, and you know, but still, I'm maybe it's not a thing about language itself. It's a thing about me having, you know, issues with understanding things so easily. Like some things, they just make so much sense to me, like in the spot. I don't even need to read a lot. Like just looking at it is like, okay, it makes real sense. But some things, when you're new to them and you have no idea how it works, oh my goodness, it can be so complicated. And I just feel like once I like really into this, it's gonna make it so easy. But anyway, so on that other video that I'm gonna be making, no, on one of the videos I'm gonna make, I'm gonna show how I'm gonna be building this chart. But I went to Hobby Lobby and I purchased this piece of board, and if you see, it's thick. So I believe this is probably the type of board that was probably used to produce the chart, because it's pretty sturdy. I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. See, you can't just bend it, and I'm putting pressure on this. It's really sturdy. It cost me $4.49 plus taxes, and it's a 15 by 20, and I'm talking inches, and it is a acid-free white mounting board. So this board is used for framing pictures, and there are different colors. If you have a Hobby Lobby near you in the US, I'm not sure if there is Hobby Lobbies outside the US, but if you have an arts and craft, let's not say Hobby Lobby, but if you have an arts and craft store, that you can probably get this. Or if you go, I don't know if there are any framing stores anymore that can offer you this board. This would be perfect, because if you can see, it's big enough to make this. See, it's like big enough to cut this on it. And then for me to punch the holes, I went ahead and I bought leather hole punchers, so that the cut on it is, you know, would be completely sharp and clean and neat. I was gonna use them anyway for other things, so I went ahead and I bought it. I bought it from Amazon. I think I paid like $10 for it. And then this is the material I used. This one I got it from Dollar Tree. 99-cent store should have it, or your craft store should have it. They're very inexpensive. I get these at 2 for $1 at Dollar Tree. And for the black and the white, the color ones are more, they're priced a little more, but this is how fluency and how This is what I used, but I used two of these because I had cut this front and back, and it wasn't until I researched and it wasn't until I made mistakes that I understood that the chart was all in one. Needless to say that when you do buy these foundations, guys, you actually have instructions, you know, from the person who sells these. When you print them up, they come with instructions on how to put it together. I'm sorry, I was gone there for a minute. These come with instructions, these charts on how to glue them together and how to put them together. The thing is, I got mine from a website and I had my hands on those prints, the print of the chart, like for over a year. So it wasn't until I found out that system existed, and I still wasn't ready to play with it, but I went ahead and I printed everything because the website that provided that for free didn't really come with instructions, or they did, but I didn't really read them, so I was stuck. Happy morning, people. It is morning for me right now. It's about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I'm not looking at the clock. I'm not looking at the clock. So with that said, I will be giving you guys more videos on regards this Haslam system. I just wanted to, give you guys a shout out. Hello, everyone. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to the support groups, Haslam Sewing Support Group. You will have a lot of these ladies give you so much great information. You have no idea how much I've learned from people who ask questions and the ones that give us the answers. Not to mention the fact that you can actually, when I make these videos, I was given good to go to actually post these videos on the page. I am not the owner of the page. I did not come up with it. I am a member of the page. So with that said, you guys, go ahead and do what you need to do and, come up with it. For my first, and that was it, but for my first dress, I am a 1940s admirer, let's say that. I don't own much of vintage clothing. I am going in 1930s and 1940s, but mainly late 1930s to 1940s. I do like the 50s. The one thing with the 50s, guys, that I don't really follow, or you would see me do, is wear crinoline under it. Okay, I have a lot of volume from under my bust going down, and I'll show you. So I will not wear anything that will give more volume to my body. I will wear those dresses with the circle skirts, but I will not wear a crinoline. Definitely I would not wear, guys, I'm not a girdle person, so I don't know that I'm gonna be wearing girdles, but I'm gonna do my best. The thing is, I'm trying to recreate the styles so that I can wear them. But again, I'm the type of person that I would make something, put them on. If I don't feel comfortable, it has to go, and then I move on to the next style. So shout out for those that have the same issue. Plus, I'm not a tall person and I'm not thin. I don't have that type of body type. Plus, I have a short torso. See, look. This is me right here. So when I make something, my waist is like right there. This is where I'm at. And do I have a waist? I don't see one. But my smallest part in my body, without wearing all these bulky stuff, it's right here. Okay. And I needed to show you guys that because I don't know how many of you have issues that way. But not only I'm slim from here, and then I start going like this, like I start going out from under my bust. I do have a belly. I've lost pounds. I know I have. I've lost 20 pounds since I started this you know, this YouTube thing this year with the Haslam System. Or let's say since the Haslam System, I've lost, since I started doing the videos, I already dropped 20 pounds. Since I last checked, that was about 3 weeks ago. So basically I'm trying to not only look my best, but mainly feel the best as far as my health. But anyway, that's beyond the point, right? I already went sidetracked it, and you guys will find me do that a lot, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I will be posting more videos. On my next video, I will be discussing a different title. It has nothing to do with Haslam System, but it will be on patterns. I'm not showing that much, but patterns. I am working on one, so watch the next video, guys. Watch it. I won't be posting that on, you know, this next video that has to do with that has nothing to do with Haslam. So, you know, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button and give a like to my videos so that I can continue to do this. And I have so many great things that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be focusing a lot on Haslam System, vintage sewing, and sew alongs. And I also have other things that I'm going to be showing, including the Haslam chart project. I'm making one. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next soon. Oh, Joanne Limonova, she made her video, guys, on how to draft a slip with the Haslam System. So go ahead and look for her, you guys. I know it's Limonova. Oh my God, this is so bad. Let me look at my info. Okay, I have it here. I always write things down. You know, in case you're wondering where am I in this part of my sewing room, this is actually where I'm filming right now. It's my office slash sewing room slash drawing room slash creative room. And right back over there, back there, where you see all that clutter, like following that hallway over there, that's where I have all my things for sewing materials, more sewing machines, and one of these days I will give you a tour about my sewing room, but I need to like unclutter a little bit so you guys can really see what's up with that. It looks like I'm not finding my info on this. Okay. Before I forget, I needed to make a quick comment. I had a comment on one of the videos about someone asking me or saying that not everyone can print their stuff because they don't own a printer. So they I haven't really said this, but when you purchase stuff, or when you purchase your Haslam drafting books, there is an option from mrswvintage.com. There is an option where you can have them printed and still have the PDF loaded on your computer. So I know it's an additional, I believe it's an additional $5 to $7, and you should check it out. So for those of you that don't have a printer, that option is available with mrswvintage.com. Okay, I needed to say that because I know I was forgetting all about that. The other thing I needed to say is about the Haslam System is that Erin Sloan, and if you look her up on the Haslam sewing group, the sewing support group, you will actually find her. But I will give you guys more information on that on my next video. And I think I did talk about it on one of the other videos where I'm always blogging. But Erin Sloan. She has a blog, a written blog, and you guys should actually look her up. But then again, on the group it should be it should be, there should be information about it. But I will go ahead and under the subscriptions of this video, I will go ahead and write down her blog, or her link for the blog about this system. And I'm actually using her instructions on how to follow the drafting for the foundation, for the 1940s foundation. Okay, just so you know, because I know that there are different foundations, and I mean different eras, but I am following the one from the 1940s, so that you guys know. So Erin Sloan, and then the Limonova. No, I'm saying it wrong. I am saying it wrong. I apologize, Joanne, about that. But I'm gonna go in my computer right now, or maybe on my notes. But the thing is, I hate when I do things like this, because you know what, I don't understand why my brain is always like all over the place. I like try to keep things in my brain, and sometimes they're sharp, and some days they're just not there. And today is one of those days. But guess what? I do have a journal where I'm writing everything down, and I'm looking for it right now. I found it. See, this is my journal. So I have a journal, guys. So, you know, just an idea. Everything in that journal for the Haslam system is gonna be written down for me. Writing down helps me keep memory fresh. Yeah, and that's the only way that I can remember. This is my journal for the Haslam. Okay, here we go. See, I have everything written down. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you. Okay, so Atelier Limonova. I'll write it down on description. I probably even wrote it down on here. But the creator to that is Joanne Limonova. She has her second video up. You guys look her up, so you guys can follow her too. Me and her were good. Me and her talk, we chat, we're good friends, and we are trying to basically get this thing going so that all of you can get more confident in it, or just for the fun of it, of you guys watching us. That works too. You probably even know better or even know more than I do, but I guess it's just fun to see other people get all crazy, right? Okay, so that would be for her. And then for, let's see, web page for free foundation drafting instruction. Okay, so I don't see the other stuff in here. I thought I had it written down, but it ain't gonna happen, guys. But I write everything down, and in my instructions right now I don't find the information for Erin Sloan, and I know I have them. I have that information, but I have them in bullet, in like flashcards. Yes, I do I like flashcards a lot. And that's what I was doing. Okay, so I think I lost my focus right now. You guys just noticed it. All right, so I'm gonna go because I lost sort of my focus. This is my other journal. That journal is for when, that's what I use for doing other things, not only the Haslam, but I always have to have things written down when I'm working on something. And if I'm like fixing stuff, I have to write it down, so when I do it again, if I don't remember, I can go back and check. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Read what it says here. Happy smile. I am happy to be back. I am like loaded with so much info. So I will share that with you guys in the future videos. Keep watching. Don't let me go. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes open. All right, I'll see you guys. This is Estela in my journey to the for the Haslam cutting system. So again, put the thumbs up, click on the bell, and share and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.